Hey everybody! In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take a very simple little purse or pocket notebook and turn it into something fun and festive with embroidery. So to begin with, I have just a normal small little notebook, kind of an on-the-go notebook. And I used to buy these for my retreats. We would do little projects in them or take notes of all the art techniques we were learning. So these are very inexpensive. It's great to always have a notebook with you. And since I'm using dies today, I took all the pages out. They're just two staples holding this journal together. So I just removed the staples in order to modify the cover. So for the first one, I'm going to use this little sun, and this is a fun die because it both puts stitching holes, which you can use for stitching or not. You can leave it just empty if you like. But it also debosses a little sun ray pattern in there, the little debossing portions of the die. So I'm taking the same die and I'm lining it up on opposite corners of the cover. So this is taking something so inexpensive, like basically free, and turning it into a really fun personalized little gift. Now these are originally designed to be corner bookmarks, which is very fun. I mean, think how fun an embroidered bookmark would be. But I wanted to challenge myself to come up with something different because I know a lot of people are going to show you some adorable bookmark ideas. So I thought of something that I use all the time, which is a notebook. I am a serial note taker, and I always have some kind of notebook with me. I'm taking notes on recipes, on shows I want to watch. I have an entire journal that's just podcasts that I want to listen to and podcasts that I have listened to. And I do love a pretty notebook as well. So this struck me as something quick that you could make as a stocking stuffer for the holidays, or just a gift for a friend who is also a serial note taker. So it's a fun size. It's a quick stitching exercise because these are meant to be bookmarks, so they're already constrained in size. And it's really fun. And doing it twice, you'll see this entire video is like 5 minutes long, so it doesn't take that long, even though this is at 2x speed. It only took me about 10 minutes to make this little handmade journal. This would also be because my neighborhood just got these and I love them. They put little free libraries everywhere throughout the neighborhood. And so this would be a fun little gift to pop into a little free library, which is what I'm going to do with these. So in case you haven't already picked up on the hint, I am actually doing 2 of these. Now, for my loose thread, I just weave it back through the design so there's not some crazy stitch going all the way across. And then I secure that with a little bit of glue, and you're going to see me do this twice. So just in case you're worried, it would never come undone without the glue once you've woven it through the stitching. But in case you are worried about it, just pop a little glue on there. It'll be fine. Now I'm taking a Posca pen and adding some accents. My phone storage was freaking out on the phone that I film on, and so it died several times during the filming. So what you missed is me masking off the sun portion, adding yellow ink, and then adding a little bit of white ink as well, just to make it look a little bit brighter than the craft. And now I'm going back and accentuating every other little sun ray just with the white marker. Again, this whole process took 10 minutes, so this is not a lot of extra effort to put into a handmade gift. And I will do the same on the other side. I actually found a better paint pen, and I love Posca, but the tips do harden after a while when they get paint in them, and you have to kind of rinse them out to make them keep working. So what you're seeing me do is pick up from a little puddle of paint that I created when I got the pen going at first, and that's not ideal. There is a better marker out there, so I will cover that in a future video. But this is just such a fun cover and a fun design for a notebook. It just looks kind of cheery. It's going to be fun to carry this around and take notes in. Now this is my little binding stapler. Now my phone storage became full again while I was restapling the journal. This is me screaming. However, luckily for you, I actually made a second journal with this little snowflake. And here I'm going to show you how I'm securing the loose ends of the thread. This will all dry clear, so don't worry about that. But it's pretty easy to tell on the back where you tucked the very last thread over. So I just put a little dot of glue on there, no big deal. And now I'm going to show you how to put the book back together. So you just make sure that your papers are still stacked up in there. Line it up in the center of the journal. And what I do is I put it on this little angled plate and I look from underneath just before I press it down all the way, just to make sure it's pretty much lined up with the other holes. And here I'm just tucking a piece of deli paper in there while that glue dries, but that is a fun holiday journal for you. So here are the finished journals. Thanks so much for watching.